It's such a nice day out today. I felt like I just need to jump in the car and do another one of these sort of car talk videos with you guys. What is it? Early first week of November. It's 77 degrees outside. It's just a beautiful day. So, like, what better way to get out and sort of clear my head and talk about some things that have been sort of on my mind lately. Oh, and really quick, for the safety police that might be concerned for my safety filming while I'm driving, I'm hands-free. The camera is mounted to a heavy-duty car mount, and I'm having just a normal conversation that I would have with you if you were right here with me in the passenger seat. So I'm good, thank you. But I want to catch you up to speed really quick here, because the last few weeks around here have been crazy. So I've shared the fact that I live a pretty active life. There's always something to do out here. I've got a big circle of friends. I know a lot of people around here. And there's something going on all the time, especially around things like Halloween. Everyone's putting on Halloween parties, and all the venues out here, buy a ticket to our thing. So what was it? So the week before Halloween, on Friday, I went to Lorimar, did a huge Halloween party costume thing there. They had 2 live bands on different parts of the venue going on at the same time. There was also like a disco DJ room inside the place, which was super fun. I'll put some footage on screen for you. And then the night after that, on Saturday, went to a different party at another winery. Super fun. Not quite as many people, but still a really good time. Costume contest and everything. Very cool. And then, what was it? So this week, or this last week, was Halloween. I'm filming this video like a week in advance I'm filming it a week before you're going to see it. So we just had Halloween. So Halloween, we went to another big party that was epic. Live music, lots of people. The day after that, went to a birthday party, which was a Day of the Dead theme. So that was super fun. And they hired a live band. It was at this house, super fun. And then yesterday, it was Harvest Fest. Fall comes around, and it's when all the grapes get harvested. So it's like this big food and wine event. And it was super, super cool. As much food as you can eat. You buy a ticket to get in. Once you're in, all the wine. There was wine, tequila, beer, and then tons and tons of food. Guys were cooking octopus and chicken and beef, and there was seafood, and there was so many things. There was brick-fired pizza. It was a really epic event. And so I'm kind of coming down off of what I feel like has been 2 weeks of nonstop sort of on the go. So it was nice to just get in the car today and do this. One of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video, it doesn't bother me, but it kind of bothers me because, as you know, I'm the glass half full guy. I always like to think, positive thoughts and all of that. Like, that's kind of who I am by nature. So there are videos that I make where I talk about dating and relationships and things like that. And there's always, without fail, always comments, whether it's on my Instagram or whether it's here on YouTube. There's always comments from men who say, don't date, oh my God, never get married, you should never date, they're going to ruin your life, they're going to take your house, they're going to take all your money, why would you ever do that, you're a fool for dating, women are the devil, like whatever it is, but it's always the same thing. And I kind of went back and forth with the guy it was a YouTube comment actually, like a week or 2 ago, and at some point you just have to let it go. I'm not going to argue with you. And he had said something, and my point was, then go be happy. Like, then if that's your decision to not want to have a woman in your life, then be happy with your decision and go live your life. I basically told him, you're kind of calling yourself out because you're not happy. If you have to leave negative comments on social media, there's something not there. You're not happy about something. And sure, I know that a lot of men have been put through the ringer in divorce court and all of that stuff. I totally get that, and I sympathize. But I still feel like, and I always will feel this way, that was one woman, or whatever your history was, that you've been hurt by someone. That doesn't mean that that's every single woman out there on the planet. But I get it. It hurts, and you lost your kids and your house, and I totally get that. Not all women are out to get you. Even if you may have had experiences with gold diggers, or you think they're all gold diggers, or whatever it is. Okay, cool. Let's say that 20%, and that's high, but let's say 20% of the female population are gold diggers. You don't want them anyway, and you can figure out right away after a couple dates if that's who she is. Okay, cool. So 20% of the population. That leaves you with 80% of the female population left. I'd say your odds are pretty good at finding a quality female, gentleman. And I'm just sort of spewing random thoughts at this point. If you're basing how you move through life based on a previous situation and not allowing yourself to be happy, then there's something wrong. That other person, that other situation is still controlling your decision-making process. I think the whole point of what I'm rambling on about is be happy with your decision then. Then go live your life and be happy with the decision that you made. Cool. If you don't want to date anyone, that's great. That's fine. That makes you happy. I love that for you. I think when it sort of bothers me a little bit, it's like, I know you're not happy if you have to spew negativity on the internet. Like, you come into my videos where I'm trying to be positive and, help people live their lives, and start being negative. I just don't. Why? Somebody help me understand. Please feel free, leave a comment. You're calling yourself out as angry and bitter. Period. There's no other way around it. Why are you so mad, bro? Like, why are you so mad? Come on, let me buy you a beer or something. Let's talk about it. But let's get it out of your system so that you can move on and be happy. Okay, moving on. I'm going to change topics here for a little bit, and I'm going to talk about a buddy of mine, Dave. Dave doesn't know that I'm going to talk about him in this video. So, Dave, what's up, brother? Anyway, look, before I talk about Dave, I do want to let you guys know, coming off that last little rant that I had about being happy again, if there's something going on in your life that you need to work out, if you know in your head that, you know what, I'm angry and I'm bitter all the time, and I can feel myself going down that road of being angry and bitter, I want to let you know about today's sponsor, BetterHelp. So let me tell you something. If you need a little help, talk to somebody who can help, because your friends and your family aren't really qualified. And that's where today's sponsor, BetterHelp, comes in. BetterHelp is a really cool platform where therapists and their clients can communicate effectively to get the most out of therapy. And look, here's the thing about therapy. Don't feel bad about it, because you're not weak, you're not broken, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just one of those things that you really don't know how much it can actually help you until you try it. I'm gonna drop a link down in the description to betterhelp.com/fashion. Clicking on that link will get you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and get started on your very own therapy journey. You just fill out a quick questionnaire about what you're looking for, and then BetterHelp will match you with a therapist in as little as just a few days. Then you can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable. It could be messaging, it could be over the phone, or even video. And you can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions whenever it's convenient for you. And the really cool thing is this, right? So if you don't necessarily click with that first therapist for whatever reason, you can easily switch out to a new therapist until you find someone that you really connect with. So if you could use a tune-up, or if you just need to get a few things off your chest, please consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Just click the link in the description or go visit betterhelp.com/fashion to get 10% off your first month of therapy. The link is down below. And thank you, BetterHelp, for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. Now, I want to change things up here for a second, and I'll get to Dave in a minute. But I want to, more on the happiness bit. Hear me out. Hear me out. At the beginning of this video, I talked about a lot of things that I do. And I talked about having, a friend group. That gives me energy. That makes me feel fulfilled. That I'm not sitting on the couch watching Netflix or playing video games all weekend long. But if you're someone who feels like you're missing out on something, or dang, I wish I could go do stuff, then go do stuff. There's no reason, and I've talked about this before in other videos, there's no reason why you can't go to a show by yourself, or go to dinner by yourself, or buy a ticket to Harvest Fest and just go take yourself out and go do something. It does something for me, and because of that, I feel like it could do something for you too. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to have great experiences. I want the best for everyone who's watching this. Every single person who subscribes or who has watched any one of my videos or took an interest. I want the best for you guys. I can't state that enough. And I know I'm rambling. That's what happens with these car videos. But listen, it's just something that I feel. It works for me when I'm down, or when I have been feeling down. I just don't stay home. I have to go do something to lift my spirits. It just brings me out of whatever funk that I happen to be in at that moment in time. I just don't sit around. So my unprofessional advice coming from the YouTube guy is to take yourself out and just try to live life and enjoy doing things. And for me, it helps. It just does. Let me talk about Dave for a second. And it's kind of related. So look, okay, so my buddy Dave lives across the country from me. And every year or so, or maybe twice a year, he'll fly out to where I'm at in Southern California, and we'll hang out for, 3, 4, 5 days. And it's always a great time. So now, a lot of my friend circle are now his friends. So whenever he comes out, it's like, hey, good to see you again. So it's always sort of a reunion of friends you haven't seen for 6 or 7 months. And it's a really fun deal for him, I'm sure. I can't speak for him, but I'm sure he loves it. And he loves it out here. So I'm trying to get Dave to move here. I've been trying to get Dave to move to Southern California, to right here, for the last couple of years. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. I get it. He works remote. He's in sales. And there was, I think at one point, a slight possibility that he could still do what he needs to do over there on the East Coast from here. And maybe once a quarter fly back and see clients and all that stuff. But I just really think he would thrive out here. I mean, his daughter's out there, and but she's grown and she's starting her own family and life. So I don't know if that's a decision or not that is preventing him from moving. But I just think he would thrive out here. I know he would. He's a car guy. He's got he's into Porsches, and where he lives, it snows all winter, and he doesn't get to go out and drive his car. And what is it? It's 80 degrees right now in the first part of November. And I also know, I'm not going to say too much personal stuff about Dave. He hasn't dated a ton. I think the pickings are slim where he lives, and I think he'll admit to that, or he'll even say that. It's a different world out here. I think he would do really, really well out here. He's a guy with a lot to offer, and I think he would do really well. Hey, so let's do this. Let's have a little fun here. So if you think Dave should move to Southern California, give this video a thumbs up. Let's take this thing to the moon. Everyone like this video, hit the thumbs up button, and Dave, count the number of thumbs ups that we're getting, and see if you can get your ass out here. I kind of have a feeling this video was all over the place, and that's kind of what happens with these car videos. I tend to ramble, nothing scripted. So I think the bottom line here is, like I said before, I want the best for you. I want you to live an amazing, beautiful life. Life is short, man. Life is short. You wake up one day and you're 50. You wake up one day and you're 65. What have you done? What are you still doing? How much time do you have left? And how much quality of life do you still have left? at some point, we're all going to either be dead or laying in a hospital bed for whatever time we've got left. I don't know. My perspective is just live, man. Live. And live while you still can. Life is too damn short not to, man. It's just too damn short. You never know. The older we get, the more health problems we're going to start having. You get the idea. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I want the best for you. I think that's what this all boils down to. And I want you to be happy. I don't want you to be angry or bitter about anything. I want you to live a great life. I really, really do. And I hope you know that. Yeah, you guys are very special to me. You mean a lot to me. I don't say that enough. I don't say that nearly enough. I want to thank every one of you who watched this video. I want to thank everyone who is a subscriber. I'm on a bumpy road right now. I want to thank you for your support, your comments, your positive feedback, your video idea suggestions. I love it. I love it. And you know I'm in the comments. I read every single one. So anyway, let's give Dave some thumbs up, you guys. I would appreciate it. Sorry, Dave. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.